Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I would do a question and answers video. I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions that you wanted to ask me, and I thought it'd be I answered a few questions on Instagram, but then I thought I would come on here and answer all of them here on my YouTube channel, because then I can just chat away. It's just a lot easier than bombarding everyone's stories. I will just say that this is going to be quite a long video. I do want it to be long and chatty. I'm planning on uploading it this Sunday, so you know, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab yourself a cup of tea, your breakfast, I don't know what time I'm going to upload this, your dinner, whatever you're doing, whatever time it is, wherever you live. This is going to be just a nice long chatty question and answers, and with all that said, let's get straight into it. I'm also going to say that I am planning on filming a massive update video. I have so many things I want to tell you guys, like literally the most exciting things. I have a handbag that I'm going to show you guys as well, and it's pretty exciting. It's like one of my all-time like dream handbags, but I think I'm going to upload that either next Sunday or the Sunday afterwards. So the first question is, how did you get into fashion? I'm a new follower. Thank you. So how did I get into fashion? So in terms of my Instagram and my YouTube I started when I was about 17. I wasn't really consistent with it until last year. So last year I created my Instagram and I went back onto YouTube and started uploading consistent fashion-based content. And in terms of fashion blogging and influencers, that kind of thing, Instagram has been a lot easier. It's been a lot easier to kind of delve into the influencer industry through Instagram than it is on YouTube. I feel like a lot of brands don't really work with influencers on YouTube. I don't know why, but definitely Instagram, creating my Instagram page. I just started an Instagram page. I felt like there wasn't a lot of women who looked like me and who liked the kind of brands that I liked. I just couldn't find many of them, and I knew that they were out there, so I thought I would create my own kind of community of women who dress like me, look like me, who don't look like me but like to dress like me, or just anybody, okay, anybody, man, woman, anything. The next question is, how do you find clothes? I find myself overwhelmed and give up online, too much choice. I've had this question quite a lot about people talking about how there is a lot of choice online and how it makes it hard for them to shop. What I do with like Zara and H&M specifically is I tend to go on their website every day, every other day, and if I see something that I like, I either add it to my basket or I put it in the favourites section. So I put it in the favourite section or I add it to my basket, and I will go on the website every few days. I'll add a few more things, and then when I've got like 5 or 6 things, or when I feel like, yeah, this is how much I want to spend, this is my budget, this is how much I want to spend, I want to try out these things before they sell out, and then I place the order. I don't usually just go on to Zara, put stuff in my basket straight away and check out. It's usually after a few weeks. I reckon a lot of people are like that as well, where they go on those kind of websites regularly. The next question is, what do you do to stay in shape? Honestly guys, one thing that I've recognised during like staying at home during lockdown is that I really don't enjoy working out at home. I go through phases of really enjoying working out and then just not being bothered at all. I kind of decided about January this year that I was going to quit my gym membership, and you know, so I haven't really been like consistently working out for quite a long time. But I try to do home workouts when I feel really bad. I'll just find some on YouTube, but no, I don't really do anything to stay in shape. I'm definitely not in shape. I definitely could do with losing a few pounds, but I'm also really comfortable in my body. I'm happy with the way that I look, and I just feel like there's a lot bigger things and more important things right now than me, like, you know, worrying about, you know, gaining a few pounds here and there. Okay, next question is, do you want to have kids someday, and have you been to America before? Yes, I would love to have children. Like I'd probably, like in an ideal world, I'd want to have like 4 children, but I don't know, probably 3 sounds like a reasonable amount. I mean, you can fit 3 into a car, whereas 4 you have to get one of those like massive family cars, and that's why I always think it puts me off. I'm like, oh, those family cars are never cute. So like 3 kids would be good. I've already said this, I'd love to adopt a child as well. If I ever get the opportunity to do that, that would be like the biggest, like, I feel just the best feeling ever. But yeah, I'd love to have children. I know I have never been to America before. I'd love to go. I don't even know where I'd want to go, like probably like New York. I'm not too fussed. Yeah, probably like New York. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to like Florida, because I always see like a lot of Americans talking about Florida, how it's a little bit, how people there can be a little bit different, and yeah, and do like the whole you know, Disney World or Universal Studio, yeah, all that kind of thing. I'd love to visit like California, but not necessarily like LA or anything like that. I'd love to do like California, like South California, Southern California, and maybe like parts of Nevada as well. Yeah, I kind of want to see like the actual really beautiful parts of America, instead of just like the really like touristy parts. So if anyone has any recommendations of places that in America that are really beautiful, not too overly touristy, please leave any suggestions down below, because like everybody else, I'm so excited to start traveling again. I'd also love to do Canada. Canada looks beautiful. I'd love to do that. The next question is, do you do anything alongside Instagram and uni? Instagram, influencing, uni or other jobs? So I've just finished uni. I finished on the 3rd of June. So I've had a few weeks off just to chill, and currently I'm not doing anything, but more will be said during that update video. Next question I got is, are you loaded money wise and single? No, I'm not loaded money wise, no. And am I single? No, I have been with Jack for a while. The next question is, what kind of apps do you use for editing videos and photos? So I did a whole video about Instagram and how to grow and all of my tips on there. In terms of apps, I use iMovie for editing my YouTube videos. I don't do any like sophisticated editing. In terms of editing pictures on my phone, I do very minimal editing. When I used to take pictures outside, I did even less. Now I do a little bit more just because I'm inside and I like quite bright pictures. Literally, just the lighting in Lightroom, and then I go into the Instagram app and add a bit of warmth. That's it. I'm not one of the people, I don't enjoy editing. That's not what I like to do, and I don't want to spend the time doing that. I think if you invest in a good camera, again, I use the Canon G7X. That's what I'm using to film this video right now as well. If you got a good camera, then you don't need to do that much editing. Next question is, do you own your house? If not, are you planning on buying in the near future? No, I don't own my house. We're renting, and yeah, definitely I would love to own my own house in the future. Do you speak Lingala? If you guys don't know, I'm Congolese. It's in like Central Africa, and yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, I do speak Lingala, but I'm not around many people who speak Lingala anymore. So it's with any language, I need to constantly be practicing it and speaking it. I don't really get to practice it that much, and I'd love to, but there's not really that many people that are around me that speak Lingala. But yeah, I do speak it. I definitely understand it when I'm in TK Maxx specifically. If you're Congolese, you know how the Congolese aunties love TK Maxx. So when I'm in TK Maxx and I hear them speaking Lingala, it just makes me laugh, like you know, hearing their little stories and stuff like that. I love that. What is your skincare routine? So right now I'm really enjoying using the Ole Henriksen range, like the vitamin C range. I love that. I also use the dark spot correcting toner. I buy all this on Boots as well, so I'm really enjoying that at the moment. I went through a really, well, it wasn't the worst. I went through a little acne outbreak. It was horrible. It was really, really bad. I talked about it on my YouTube. I went to the doctors to try and get help for that, and they did give me some stuff that did work. It wasn't the easiest process to get to where I am now, but I just sucked it up and I did it. Who does your wig? Where do you get it from? So my hair is from Bo Fox Beauty. I'm gonna put it here. This is like my most asked question. My most asked question. The next question I got was, where do you get your fashion inspiration? I get my fashion inspiration from Instagram and Pinterest. Just seeing everyday women are wearing their clothes, that's how I get inspired every single day. Yeah, not really like celebrities or anything like that. I mean, I used to when I was a bit younger, but just Instagram, there's so many amazing fashion content creators on Instagram, so many things on Pinterest. With Pinterest as well, you can actually, if you've got a pair of denim shorts, you can literally put denim short outfit and you will be flooded with so many different pictures of women styling denim shorts in like really in simple ways, in different ways that you wouldn't have thought about. So I love using those two platforms to get my inspiration. The next question is, where were you born and raised? I was born in the Congo. We came here when I was about 4, so quite young. I don't have that much memory in the Congo. Yeah, not that much memory in the Congo. And then I live in England, and I've lived here for my life, and I'll probably live here for the rest of my life because I love it here. I can't imagine living anywhere else in the world. I mean, I wouldn't mind like living in different kind of places, like in different parts of the world throughout my life and trying out different things, but I feel like England is like where my heart is. This is where I'm gonna settle, that kind of thing. So the next question is, what is your favorite thing to relax and take some me time? Honestly, as sad as it is, my favorite thing to relax, or well, I either like to read a book. I have really got into Shirley Pina books. I've read 2 of her books. I'm gonna probably buy some more. I really like her books. They're easy to read. I don't enjoy reading. I feel like after doing years and years and years of education, and obviously I've just finished my degree, and having to read my dissertation, which was 12,000 words, and doing like thousands and thousands of words and all of that, I just wanted to take a break from reading. But I find her books really, really easy to read. They're really exciting. There's always twists, and yeah, they're really, really good. So yeah, Shirley Pina, yeah, she's incredible. I love all of her books. I'm gonna get some more on Amazon. I might even order some tonight. So I like reading books on an evening. And then also, I'm really strange, and this is going to sound just weird saying this, but one of my favorite things to do when I have nothing to do is to organize my wardrobe. You guys see that I have an IKEA Pax wardrobe system. It's completely open. I love reorganizing it, decluttering it, cleaning it out. I love doing that. Like when I was doing my dissertation, I would be like, okay, I'll do 5 hours of work or whatever, 2 hours of work, 3 hours of work, and then I'll give myself time to organize my wardrobe, and that would be my treat. If you could have any job aside from the one that you have now, what would it be? I honestly don't know. I think it would definitely be something to do with like social media, influencing, and this is not my job. A lot of people on here assume that this is what I do as a job. This is my hobby, and this is how I plan to keep it. Another question I got is how to start an Instagram fashion page. I get this question, but at the same time I don't get this question, because it's like, just start your page. I mean, don't get me wrong, my first pictures I didn't love them, but I just started, and then like as I did it more, I kind of developed what my personal style was, what I wanted my Instagram to look like. But you just gotta start it, you know. Yeah, just do it. If you don't like it, delete it. Okay, the next question is, what did you study at uni? I did business management at uni. So the next question which I got was, how do you find yourself in the UK when it comes to racism? I feel like there's pockets of the UK which are very diverse. So the city that I live in, which is Leeds, is very diverse. There's like different people. I love it here. I've pretty much lived here all my life. It's, yeah, one of the best cities in the UK. London is also very great. Birmingham, Manchester, so all the bigger cities I feel like are really, really great. But so at the same time, I think that there are pockets of areas in the UK which are not so diverse, where issues of racism can be a lot worse. I know that I've had some negative experiences when I've been to certain parts of the UK. I don't really want to say where, and I don't want to say, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. There are pockets of the UK where you go there and people just stare at you like you are an alien, or people, you know, feel confident enough to ask you really ridiculous, just stupid questions. I can only speak for myself, but I've definitely experienced racism in the UK. I actually experienced it more when I was younger, with other children and their parents. I've also experienced things like being followed around shops. Also, I'm in an interracial relationship, and I feel like wherever I go with Jack, people do stare, people look at us. And I'm not saying that it's always in a negative way. That's not what I'm saying at all. Where I live, it's not racist, but there's definitely parts of the UK which are, then they're just not used to seeing diversity, and sometimes they're not educated. I know that for instance with me, at school I was taught, like a few of my lessons I was taught about the slave trade and all that, but I know that with Jack he wasn't taught anything to do with racism at all, sorry, with the slave trade or anything to do with British history. I feel like the UK, in terms of the education system, there's a lot of work that we could be doing about actually properly educating children about British history. There's no point just teaching children about the great side of British history, because there are some great side, but we also need to teach them the full history. You know, just make sure that they have knowledge about it, and not necessarily like scaring children, that we don't want to scare children, but we want to educate them thoroughly about their own history. So the next question I got, which is a lot more light-hearted, is what are some of your favourite perfumes? So my favourite perfume is Lancome La Vie Est Belle. I've talked about it before. Jack's mum gets me this perfume every single Christmas, and it's our little tradition, and I absolutely love it. So the next question is, how do you find your style without being scared of looking too different and standing out? I think when it comes to personal style, I think I've got a different perspective on personal style. I feel like personal style is something that constantly evolves, and it's not something that's stagnant and stays the same, and I don't think it should be. I wear what I like and what I'm feeling during that moment, during that day, during that, I don't know, during those years. And like I said, I get my inspiration through social media. I wear what's comfortable and things that inspire me. I wear from brands that I like and all that kind of thing. So I don't know, like I've had questions on here before about how did I find my personal style. I haven't found my personal style. I never will. I might do, but I never will. I feel like because trends are always coming in and out, and I think it's really important with style as well, because at the end of the day, to me, it's just fashion. It's fun for me. It's what I love doing. I think the style is constantly evolving, and the best part about style and fashion is that you can always try out new things. In terms of being scared about looking different or standing out, honestly, like, you shouldn't be scared about trying new things, and because it's fashion, like, you can take it off. It's not permanent. Like, dabble into it in a very, like, in a small way without investing too much money or time. Just try it out, see how you feel, see maybe how people react if that's what you care. And yeah, like, you know, just try little things, you know, little bits here and there. Like if you want to try neon, if you want to wear more neon, for instance, maybe try wearing like a neon bracelet or like a neon top before you start, you know, delving into all types of neon and all different neons and wearing neon head to toe. You know, just, you know, little things here and there, and see how you feel, whether you feel comfortable. I'm gonna finish this video with a few questions about Instagram and YouTube and all of that kind of thing that I haven't already answered. I do have a whole video dedicated to that, but if you have more questions, I'm more than happy to do just like a YouTube or Instagram social media question and answers. A question that I got was, does YouTube pay enough for a living or Instagram? So basically, does social media pay enough? I think it depends. In terms of like YouTube and Instagram, like themselves as an app, Instagram doesn't pay anything, like that you don't get any money from just uploading on Instagram. YouTube does pay AdSense, but it's not that much money, to be completely honest. I mean, it can be a lot of money for people, it can also not be that much for people. It all depends on views. It's not really to do with like subscriber count. It all depends on views and the kind of videos that you do. Certain types of videos earn more money than other types of videos, and it also depends on the amount of ads that you put on a video as well. So that's how you get paid with YouTube. In terms of Instagram and YouTube, actually, sponsorships is another way that influencers get paid. So it's when a brand approaches you and says, you know, I want to pay you to promote this, or to get your audience to, you know, learn about my brand. There's that. You can also get paid through affiliate links, so it costs your audience no extra money, but the influencer gets a small commission for recommending it. So it's like a thank you for recommending this product. So I had a few questions regarding Jack. Jack is my boyfriend, and somebody said, talk about your boyfriend. I don't really have that much to say. He's a very private person. He doesn't want to be online, on YouTube, on Instagram, and I totally respect that. And at the end of the day, this is my platform, this is my hobby, so I actually really enjoy doing this just as me. I mean, if he wanted to, then possibly in the future that might be something, but he doesn't want to do it, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna leave it there. That's all I have. I'm gonna do another question and answers very, very soon, and that's everything. I will speak to you guys very, very soon.